Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing an unboxing, review, and swatching video. And I do have this Dvok 4 Seasons spring collection. So if you don't know, they did come out a little while ago with a 4 Seasons collection. And this one is the spring collection. And this is a Korean brand, so I did order off of Sweetie Nail Supply. There are other websites that sell Dvok, but I think Sweetie Nail Supply is probably the most popular. So as you can see here, I'm just showing you the box that the gel polish comes in, and they also sent this super cute thank you card. Like, how cute is that? That is probably the cutest thank you card I have ever seen. I am going to go ahead and unbox these gel polishes now and open this box. And you might have seen I did already cut it open and I did look at the gel polishes, and I have also used these already, but I just wanted to make a review video specifically about these. So that's why it looks like it's already been unboxed, because it has. So here we go. So it does come with 12 different gel polish colors and a really good variety too. Basically all of the most common, like, main colors it does come with. I'm really not surprised that this collection is the spring collection. I feel like they didn't even have to tell me this is the spring collection, and I already would have known, just because these colors really do resemble spring. We have some pastels in there and also some colors that are a little bit brighter than pastel, and they just really remind me of flowers and all the things I think of when I think of spring. So they did a really good job with that. I know the presentation and the packaging isn't necessarily the most important thing. In my opinion, I always think the most important thing is how well the product works, of course. But in my review videos, I always like to briefly mention how the packaging is, if it's good or bad, and what I like or don't like about it. So for this, I do really love the packaging, and the gel polishes are really in place. I don't think there's any way they would have broke during shipping because they are really in there. So I appreciate the sturdy packaging, and I do love that it is in this nice box. Now for the bottles themselves, I do really like the bottles. I think they look really pretty. I love kind of the ombre gradient effect they all have, and you can see what color it is just by looking at the bottle. And they are 10 grams, so I feel like that's definitely enough, like probably kind of the average size for a regular gel polish bottle. They are also in glass bottles, which I really appreciate. I don't really like when gel polish is in plastic bottles. I don't know. I know it doesn't really make a difference, but I just feel like it's so much nicer when they're in glass bottles. The only thing I don't necessarily like, well, I would say I do like it, but at the same time I don't like it, because there's pros and cons to it. And that is the actual lid to the bottle. As you can see, they are very, very long, and they do not fit on my gel polish shelf unless I put them on the top shelf, just because they are so long. But on the other hand, they can kind of be a benefit because you can kind of just like really easily hold on to them when you are painting. So that is kind of a nice thing, but also if you do keep your gel polishes on a shelf, you might have to put them on the top shelf unless they're spread out enough that they'll still be able to fit. But mine are actually pretty close together, so they weren't able to fit on my shelves, which is fine. I have other places for gel polish, but I just wanted to mention that they are a lot taller than a regular gel polish bottle. So I'm just opening up one of the bottles here to look at the brush and just look at the color and the consistency. So I personally like the brush because it is small. Now, if you are a fan of larger brushes, then you might not like this brush. But I do like smaller brushes just because I feel like it's more beginner friendly and it just makes it easier to not accidentally get gel on your cuticle or on your skin. So I like that it has a small brush. I am going to start swatching all of the colors. I just have my nail on this little nail stand here, and instead of swatch sticks, that is what I'm going to be using today. So I am swatching them in order of the number on the bottom of the bottle. I haven't mentioned yet, but these are all jelly polishes, or I guess you could also call them syrup polishes. So they are going to be sheer. So no matter how many coats you put on them, they're still going to look jelly because they are supposed to look that way. So if you're looking for something more opaque, I definitely wouldn't recommend these. I am doing 3 coats on this first one, and the rest of the swatches I'm just going to do 2 coats, but I just wanted to show you what 3 coats looks like, just so you can see that you can build up the color to get your desired look. If you want something really sheer and, you know, something with not a lot of color in it, then maybe just do 1 coat. But if you do want to really be able to see that color, then maybe 2 or 3 coats. It will still be see-through, but yeah, it really just depends on what look you're going for. I'm not going to film it every time I cure, but just so you know, I am curing in between each coat. I am also just using my Beetles Shiny Gel Top Coat for the top coat of these swatches because I don't need to be using any Sweetie Nail Supply fancy expensive gel top coat for swatches. So this is what 3 layers or 3 coats of the color looks like. Now, my review on the gel polish itself, I do really like the Dvok gel polish. Like I said earlier, I have used this gel polish in my nail sets before, and it has stayed on just fine. I do like the consistency, it self-levels really nicely, so overall, I do really like this gel polish, and I would recommend it. It is a little pricey, which I will talk about in a little bit, but overall I really like it and I don't really have any complaints about the gel polish itself. It's not too thick, not too runny, and I can definitely tell it is good quality gel polish. For this next swatch, I did originally apply the regular top coat, but then I thought I want to see what it looks like with a matte top coat. So I went ahead and pulled out my Beetles matte top coat and applied that and cured it. And I really love how it turned out. I really like the look of it. I feel like a lot of times when you see matte nails, they're not usually a jelly, so I really like the look of this, and I think I'm going to do it in a future nail set using a matte top coat over a jelly. I think it looks really cool. But anyways, I just wanted to see what that would look like. I am going to be using a regular shiny gel top coat for the rest of these, and like I said, I am doing 2 coats on the rest of these swatches as well. So I'm just going to continue with these swatches. I might speed it up a little bit so this video isn't too long, but I did want to finish up my review on this gel polish. So a few more random things I wanted to mention. First of all, you do cure this gel polish under a UV LED lamp for 60 seconds, so not too terribly long. And yes, you can cure it under a UV or an LED lamp. I know some gel polishes only cure under a specific lamp, but luckily this gel polish you can use a UV or an LED lamp, so that is really nice. And also it is HEMA free, which is something I absolutely love. That is a really common allergen that is found in a lot of gel polish products. So I am really happy it is HEMA free. Not to say that you shouldn't be careful with this gel polish, because there can still be other ingredients in there that could eventually give you allergies if you come in contact with it enough. And if you want to see the ingredients, they are on the Sweetie Nail website. So you will want to treat it like any other gel polish. You'll still want to wear gloves, wipe it off your skin with acetone or alcohol if you do accidentally get it on your skin, and of course do not cure it onto your skin or cuticle. So that is just something nice to know though for anyone that is allergic to specifically HEMA, so they might be able to use this gel polish instead. And lastly, it is 13 free. So if you don't know what that means, basically the 13 top, I guess, most harmful ingredients, you could say, that are commonly in nail products are not in the Dvok gel polish. So that is also really nice to know that this is, I guess, a healthier option for gel polish compared to other products that might not be 13 free. I am looking at the Sweetie Nail Supply website, and currently this gel polish set for 12 gel polishes is $157 USD. So obviously these are very expensive compared to, you know, gel polishes you might just get off Amazon. They are definitely more of a higher end gel polish. And yeah, I do want to kind of complain about the price a little bit, just because that is just ridiculous. But at the same time, I can kind of understand why they're that expensive, knowing that they are Korean gel polishes. And Sweetie Nail Supply is based in Canada, so not only do they need to be shipped from Korea, but if you are not in Canada, which I am not, I'm in the US, so not only do they need to be shipped to Canada from Korea, but they're also being shipped from Canada to the US or wherever you live. So I can understand that. And I can't remember how much the shipping was, but also knowing that it is HEMA free, it is 13 free, and overall it is good quality gel polish. Like, I can kind of understand the price, and these are definitely not gel polishes that I'm going to be buying like multiple times a year. Like, they are definitely a treat for me. And when I do buy off Sweetie Nail Supply, I do usually wait for a sale, which is what I did with these. So if you're a beginner, or maybe just doing your nails at home just to save money, I wouldn't necessarily recommend these. Like, there's definitely some cheaper brands out there that work just fine. So I guess that's about all I wanted to say for my review, and I hope you just enjoy the rest of this swatching, because they are really pretty colors. Oh my gosh, I was so annoyed with this hair. I was swatching this gel polish and I found a hair, so I just took it off, and then it just randomly appeared again. And then I took it off, and then a third time it appeared again. I was like, how is it staying on? Like, I thought I moved it off, but it just somehow gets back onto the nail. Oh my gosh. It's just so annoying, and that's what you get for wanting to do nails and also having a dog, cat, and a rabbit. I am curious to know though, do you guys like review videos and then in the same video also have a nail set, or do you like them to be separate? Would you prefer a review video like this one and then I do a nail set in a separate video? Because normally I do have a review portion of the video and then later on I do a nail set in the same video. But today I'm trying out something different where I am just doing the review in one video and then a nail set with the same products in a separate video, which will probably be next week's video. So I'm just curious, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer one long video with the review and the nail set, or do you want them to be separate? Because I know some people maybe are just watching for the review, and then some people maybe don't care about the review and just want to see the nail set. So I'm just curious to know what you guys prefer. I just thought I would try something different since I do usually do a nail set in the same video as the unboxing and reviews. So yeah, let me know if you like shorter videos like this, or you like kind of an all-in-one thing long video, because I think if I did a nail set in this video probably would have been about 40 minutes. Okay, that is the very last color. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite color out of this gel polish set. I think I kind of like the blue, like the darker blue the best, and also the purple is so pretty too. I don't know, it's really hard to choose though, because honestly there's not one color out of this set that I don't like. They're just all so pretty. And here they all are together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye!